And, it's much nicer and much cleaner when you're not in a world of chaos and you know what to expect. It's when you don't know what to expect that raises people's anxiety levels, gets people crazy, gets people saying, what the heck's going on in this world? What's going on in this country? And you don't know what to expect because A, you have a very unpredictable person in the White House. And I don't know even if he knows what to expect in the future.
Right.
And and number two, you don't know what courts and judges are going to say about this over time. I do know that courts have said that Barack Obama, by suspending the deportation of children, overstepped his bounds and was unable to do that as an executive order because it was costing the states money. All of these executive orders, conceivably or realistically, will also cost states money. It will cost states money to jail immigrants that they're supposed to hand over. It's going to cost the states money in extra policing. And as a result, and probably other things as well that I haven't even given thought to, but certainly in extra jail cells and extra policing, that is being unfunded by these executive orders, and as a result, it is putting in these executive orders are putting unfunded mandates on the state, and I think the states can use the same exact arguments against Mr. Trump that they used against Mr. Obama in stopping the DACA and DAPA programs. So, obviously, the tea leaves are out.
Yep.
We see where the country is headed, and it is incumbent upon people who will be affected by this. Who is affected by this? People who are affected by this are people who are not U.S. citizens. Anybody who is not a United States citizen, whether you have a visa, that you're legal here, whether you are a lawful resident, whether you are out of status, you are in status, whether you are a family member of somebody in this situation, because you're an American citizen, but your family member is in this situation, whether you have a criminal record, or even if you don't have a criminal record, because under these executive orders, somebody who is alleged to have committed a crime, who may never have even been arrested, is subject to being put through the deportation process.
In some cases, citizens do.
You can't be deported as a citizen.
No, I'm not talking about a deportation. I'm talking about having issues coming back into the country. Yeah.
But not only that, but citizens who assist
Yep.
illegal immigrants. I don't like to use the word illegal, but that seems to be what they use. Out of status immigrants. U.S. citizens who employ out of status 459 FSC. I'm in the middle of a huge conversation here, and Squeeze wants me to stop in the middle to get his computer going. 459 FSZ. Now, Giselle, please change that. All right, so
nobody knows what it is.
Yes. So where did I lose track now?
Deportation, citizens helping people.
Thank you. So people who are U.S. citizens who assist in this executive order, people in maintaining their status, which is something other than being legal, are also subject to civil fines and maybe even criminal offense based on this executive order. So, who could that be? It's certainly an employer. So if you're employing somebody out of status, it's going to affect you. Certainly could be the immigration lawyer. If you're an immigration lawyer, that's me.
Saw my text last night?
Yes.
It's baloney, right?
We're going to...
Or is it not?
We'll talk about that in a second. Okay. It can affect you as well. But listen, I'm not scared. I'm a fighter. So,
Oh, trust me, I am.
so
Been fighting all my
ultimately,
life.
this is the bottom line. Ultimately, you need to be able to do something about your status, whether you are out of status and need to get a green card, whether you have a criminal record and need to vacate something or get waivers for it, whether you have a green card and want to now become a citizen. Ultimately, the goal is if you want to be in America and you believe this is the country of home of the free and free of the brave or whatever, what is it? It's
You really don't know that, dude?
I'm a home of the brave, and I've said the national anthem probably 10 million times, and is now blank in my head. That's terrible. How many sporting events have I been to? Right. But whatever they say in the
Is it a
national
sporting
anthem.
event? Why you know that?
I only know it from sporting events. Yes.
Hold on, can I slap you?
Yes.
Hold on. Hold on.
Um,
And he's actually stretches his face out.
yeah, it's because I deserve that.
Yeah, you should get that on camera. Me slapping Brad. Next thing, my ass is in jail.
Who was it? Was it Mariah Carey who forgot the words at like the Super Bowl or the NBA? Somebody forgot the words somewhere at like a major sporting
I
event.
mean, they were lip syncing?
No. They actually forgot the words and they hummed the national anthem. So, any event, if you believe that ultimately we will overcome this, and I believe we will, you got to fight it out. You can't pack up and go home. You can't just say, well, the hell with it. So, for every person out there, it was Mariah Carey. And it is land of the free and home of the brave. Thank you, Patricia. I don't know why I just
Patricia, why did you tell him?
because it was driving me crazy. I don't know
Patricia,
why.
you shouldn't have told him that.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. He should know.
And it was Mariah Carey who was it Mariah Carey who forgot the national anthem? It was like the NBA All-Star game or something.
You know, she's a nice, pretty lady. Met her on a Virgin Airlines coming from England once, and we spent about an hour talking.
What did she have to
At
say
a bar,
for
she
herself?
was just slopping down
Tequilas?
tons of vodka.
Vodka. She's a vodka drinker.
And you don't want to know some of the things she said to
Tell
me.
me one thing she said.
But
Tell me
I will
one
say
thing.
this
Tell
much.
me one thing she said.
She embarrassed me. Jamaicans understand what I'm saying.
I don't know what that means.
She embarrassed me.
She harassed you or embarrassed you?
Embarrassed me.
Embarrassed you.
Yeah, embarrassed
Yes.
me. On several occasions where she was performing with this lip syncing
First of all,
situation.
Bakil said you should have punched me, not slapped me. Hey, let's not get carried away here, all right? I don't want to get punched. I'll take a slap for that.
Have you ever been slapped?
Yes.
Have you ever been slapped by a woman?
No.
So you've been slapped by a guy?
I've been punched by a guy. I don't know if I've been pushed by a woman. I've been pushed. A woman has pushed me. I don't think I've ever been slapped by a woman. I've been punched by a guy. But I was punched. That's going back 25, 30 years in college when I was a wise ass, non-lawyer wise ass college student. Right? Everybody goes through that.
I've been slapped
phase.
a few times by women.
Really? Why? Why would you do it?
Because I spoke my mind. I asked them for what I wanted, and I got slapped. I was mostly in bars.
And so, all right. Well,
when I was younger.
Don't be be more of a gentleman.
I was a gentleman.
Okay. So,
dinner.
By
drinks,
the way, Selena Williams
Hey,
wants to know, with all the drama going on, do you think you can still assist in this situation? And the answer is absolutely we can assist. And absolutely we can help. And there is a lot of drama going on, but the point is that there are lots of ways that we can help people, and we're helping people every day. And really what's most important is that we don't forget that there is help out there, that you shouldn't run for the hills, that you should be doing something. And what I will tell you, one thing you should not be doing, Squeeze.
what's that?
You know what ostriches do?
Stick their head in the
They
sand.
stick their head in the sand. You should
Yep.
not be sticking your head in the sand. So, to
You know what ostriches do?
what?
run.
Do they run?
They run
Yeah.
very fast. Dude.
Right.
So
Yeah.
those two things you don't want to do.
You know what? Monkeys do? Because I was in South
They
Africa.
climb?
No. They jump on your car and run after you.
You know what? I was in St. Kitts once,
Yeah.
and I rented this place,
Right.
and I woke up in the night to this noise. Went into the kitchen. There were monkeys in the kitchen. Guess what they did? They grabbed the pots off the stove and threw them at me.
Exactly.
I was, what the
That's
F is
exactly
going
it.
on?
Monkeys are crazy.
And I'm like, these monkeys are serious.
Monkeys are crazy, crazy, crazy. I was in South Africa, and I was riding bikes with my kids. You were in South Africa once. You didn't like it. You told me.
I loved it. I was there with a bunch of
You
models.
told me you didn't like it. You told
No,
me.
I never got the chance to go to the safari and all of
Okay.
that.
Right. So we're riding a bike down to the Cape of Good Hope, which is like the furthest
Great
south.
vineyards they have.
Right. The furthest south you can be in
Right.
Africa. And so we're riding our bikes down. All of a sudden, we come across some monkeys. So I'm like, oh, cute little monkeys,
Oh,
you know?
oh, no,
So we
no,
take out the
no,
camera,
no,
we
no,
stop,
no,
we go
no.
to take some pictures. All of a sudden, these monkeys start attacking me. I'm pushing them away I pick up my bike, I'm smashing them away. All right? So, the monkey is the opposite of the ostrich,
Yep.
right? Crazy. They're crazy.
But why would you want to go to a country such as South Africa
Yeah.
and
I
try
re-
to
I
play
le-
with wild animals?
I didn't play with wild. I just stopped to take a picture. And
What are you,
They start.
stupid?
I didn't
You
play
go
with
to
them.
Africa to play with monkeys?
I didn't go play with monkeys. I'm not stupid. I just
You
stopped.
deserve what you got.
I just stopped. They're like, oh, pictures, and then all of a sudden they just started running at me.
Serves you
And
right.
did
for
I
trying to
expect
take
monkeys to go running at me?
You
No.
take Papa Monkey's picture. That's what you get. Or Mama's money. Anyway.
So the point of the matter is that I guess I don't know what the point is. Is what you should be a monkey and fight? I have no idea what the point is. But don't be an ostrich and stick your head in the sand. And you really do have to fight this out. And you really do have to take. When are you going to shut your phone off during the radio show? By the way, at what point is this going to happen? How many years do we have to go through this? So.
I'm not even going to respond to that, okay? I'm not even going to respond to that.
So, but the point of the matter is this. Everybody, and in all seriousness, everybody is responsible for themselves. Everybody has to take hold of responsibility for themselves now. You can't go blame the world for your issues. The world is getting harder. Donald Trump is going to make it harder for you. Congress may make it harder for you. Your local municipality may make it harder for you. Your job may make it harder for you. There is still a Constitution in the United States. And one thing that I have learned in my entire career as a lawyer is that when you do things and when you fight, many, many times good things happen. And when you let sores fester, when you let cancer fester, when you let your health and your legal problems fester, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And then the hurdles to overcome them become greater and greater and greater. I'm calling her Serena Williams. I assume Serena Williams is not watching us. Selena Williams. She just won the Australian Open, I think for a record time. Selena Williams.
Yeah.
There are many things that we are doing every day. Every day we are getting people green cards in this office.
Serena
Williams is the tennis player. She is not speaking with us on Facebook.
Okay.
Selena Williams, who may be her cousin, but it's Selena Williams, not Serena Williams, is asking the question. And the answer is yes, every day we're helping people. But what we shouldn't be doing is ignoring your problems, ignoring the situation that you're in, because when you do that, your problems are going to fester. And listen, I've been a broken record for 20 years on this radio station saying, get in the system, do something, help yourself, help your family, and it still holds true today. And Giselle, who How long have you been here at the office, Giselle? Since what year?
2004.
Since 2004.
Damn.
Okay. So Giselle, who is filling in for SMG this week, has been with us for 13 years. Would you agree that people who do things get things and people who do nothing get nothing? You've seen tens and tens of thousands of clients come through here.
Yes, that is correct.
That is a true statement, right?
Yes.
Right? Okay, thank you.
It's like me telling people to get their credit repaired and they wait until the desired moment for credit.
Right.
Screw themselves up.
So getting back to, I'm just curious before we get to immigration.
Brad,
What
you
did-
just, Brad, by the way, not to lambast or berate or
30 minutes into the
castigate,
show already, I know.
but you have been speaking for 30 minutes. We have not answered one question. And I wouldn't say I gather much from what you just said for 30 minutes, except that Donald Trump is screwing us all.
You didn't gather anything from this.
I'm just
Well, then you obviously were not listening.
I'm just saying.
All right, so let me repeat everything I said again.
No,
and maybe,
no,
and maybe,
no,
and maybe you'll listen
no,
this time. I
no,
thought
no,
what
no,
I
no.
said was very, very important.
I just want to get to questions. And this is not the
Boy, you have Boy, I want you to know what I can't
and this is
believe
not
that you.
me-
I can't believe that you
and
just
it's
said
not
that. What
because
I,
I'm upset in any way, shape,
you
or
are
form.
upset.
It's just
you're very angry.
I think we should just get to questions.
You are very. You ever see that movie Elf? He's like the angry elf from the South Pole.
I'll get me a Greta hat.
Right, you're right. And then the guy says, "Call me an elf one more time," and then he jumps across the table and beats the hell out of Wolf Owl.
One more time.
One more time.
One
Call me
more
an elf.
time.
You must be an angry elf from the South Pole.
Thank you so much. All right.
All right, let's go to Julia. Julia,
Yes.
how
Hi,
are you?
Julia.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, I had a quick question. I just got my green card and everything. Thanks to Brad. Thanks to everybody over there.
Thank you, Julia.
But I want to go. I want to go to Jamaica. But with everything that's going on, am I able to come back? Does this
Are
affect
you?
Jamaica?
Were you born in Syria?
No.
Okay.
Sudan?
Sudan?
No.
Iraq?
I was born in Jamaica.
You were born in Jamaica. Do you
Yes.
hold a Syrian passport or an Iraqi passport?
No.
Okay. So
Are you Muslim?
No, it has nothing to do with
No.
Well, it does have something to do with
Yes,
Muslim,
it
but they
does.
won't. But they won't say it. But do you have a criminal record?
If I have one now.
Then enjoy your trip.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'll definitely come back home.
You will definitely come back home. And by the way, if you have any problem, the good news is you already have a very good lawyer stored in your phone.
Right.
Right? True?
What's the number that is stored in your
Thank
phone?
you.
Is that what? Well, maybe she doesn't have it stored. She's like, yeah,
What's the
maybe.
number that's stored in your phone?
1-800-529-5465.
All right, so then-
Brad Bernstein.
Go
then-
to the...
Julia,
Head of
you're,
the class.
you're good to go. Enjoy your trip.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Seriously, anyone who have been listening to this for 20 years and don't know the number, man, I won't say they need a slap. All right, so 1-800-529-5465. This is the immigration link. Brad, are you ready to answer Moncrief's
Moncrief.
question?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, what's up?
What's up, Moncrief?
Good morning. I have a friend.
Yes.
Get through with everything. Passport in and do the medical from last year, October. And they don't hear nothing from the embassy since.
Well, he didn't get through then. He went for an interview.
Yeah, he went for the interview already.
And,
Do medical, everything.
and
the
what-
passport in
where was this?
in Jamaica.
And it's been since November?
October.
Yeah, October.
October.
Mm-hmm.
Then the answer is that if you haven't heard and it's already 90 days, then somebody needs to be involved with contacting the embassy.
Need to get in touch with
I
Brad,
don't
man.
know. I don't know the reason why, but certainly 90 days is
bit
beyond
long.
the reasonable time to wait to hear back from the embassy. So at this
Mm-hmm.
point, you got three choices. You can try to contact the embassy yourself. Best of luck doing that. You can
Mm-hmm.
wait for the end of the world when you hear back from them. Best of luck to that.
Mhm.
Or you can contact us and we'll speak to the embassy within days and get to the root of the problem and hopefully fix it.
Okay.
Hold on one second.
I'm going to do that.
Hold on one second.
Hold on. 1-800-529-5465. Let's rock and roll, people. 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-LAWLINK. Let's go to another call right here. Once again, we must remind you that we are also on the social media network. That is Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, respectively. The law offices of Spar Bernstein on both Facebook and YouTube. And also, of course, on Periscope, Spar Bernstein. On my page, it's David Squeeze Annakie. That's Facebook.
And by the way, if you're watching us on social media, please share with your friends and family. We're going to get to
Please.
your immigration questions in about 5 minutes. So if you have friends or family who have questions or immigration issues, please share this with your friends and family right now on their timeline or on Periscope, or subscribe and like, or let them know to watch us and ask your questions right now, because we're going to get to your immigration questions in about 5 minutes. Also, if you don't have anybody in the world who may have an immigration issue, we're still doing this for you. So let us know what you think. Let us know what your comments are. Tell us what you think of Trump. You like him, you don't like him. Let us know even if you don't have an immigration question, what you think of the show. If you like Squeeze's tie today. If you think Squeeze does
What's wrong with my tie?
Nothing. I like it.
You do?
Yes.
You like my tie?
Yes. I like blue paisley. If you think Squeeze is faking that he's in a good mood when he's not, if you think no, he's genuinely in a good mood,
Dude,
whatever you think.
I never fake. Ever.
That's what she said.
Yep, that's exactly what she said. But
Yes.
you didn't watch Chuck Schumer yesterday, and Donald Trump said he was faking the tears.
Yeah, that's kind of ridiculous. Chuck Schumer crying.
That's what
You know what? You know what? But in all honesty, he's right in how he feels.
But the tears.
But be a man. All right.
Are you saying men should not cry?
I think men should cry, but don't need to cry.
Put it in public,
But don't
right.
need
Go in the bathroom, lock yourself up.
A public figure doesn't need to cry.
Bring some lotion.
A public figure
cry away.
A public figure doesn't need a leader,
Yeah.
and a public figure doesn't need to cry to show empathy for somebody. They can show empathy for somebody by just using the proper words. But crying,
I don't believe in it either.
come on.
I seriously
Right.
don't believe in
Be
it.
a man and fight and show empathy for people, absolutely. But you don't need to cry to show empathy.
I should show him some
Now-
Jamaican
now-
pants.
now-
Let me give you something for cry for.
Right. Now, lots of people say.
I'll give you something for cry for right now.
Now, lots of people will say. Now, lots of people will say. It's okay for men to cry, and that's fine. That's your prerogative. But let him cry on his pillow.
I'm sorry. I'm a firm believer that men who cry, they're pussycats. Everybody understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand that, but don't cry publicly.
Exactly. So we don't want to know about it. So you didn't cry.
Yeah.
You understand? I'm
All
sorry.
right,
It's a sign of
Juanita.
weakness.
Juanita,
You show your weakness.
it is a sign of weakness. Juanita.
Hello?
Yes.
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 Good morning.
morning.
I have a question. I have a green card since 1974. Never filed for my citizenship. Can I travel on that green card?
Where are you from?
Jamaica?
Are you a citizen of one of the 7 countries that are banned right now?
No.
Okay. Have you committed a crime?
No.
Enjoy your trip.
Have a wonderful time and remember
I
us.
have another question.
Yes.
Sure.
If I filed for my citizenship, how long before I could travel to travel?
You can file for your citizenship and still travel. If you want to travel on your citizenship, you got to wait on your citizenship, and I think
How long?
it could be. It's supposed to be 6 months. They're taking 9 months right now. Under the United States of Donald Trump, maybe it'll be longer. I don't know, but you got to figure approximately 6 to 9 months at the moment.
Okay, thank you.
All right. And if you need help, hold on 1 second.
1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. 21 minutes before the hour of 10, before we conclude. All right? And Brad Bernstein is here. Answer your questions.
And by the way, everybody thinks it's okay for Schumer to cry. So apparently, it's okay.
No, it's not okay.
It's okay.
It's a matter of opinion.
It's okay to the unscientific survey that we just took on Facebook.
Yeah, it's a matter of opinion.
All right. So on
Listen,
the unscientific survey
let
on
me just put it
Facebook,
this way.
it's okay.
Let me put it this way.
What?
And they're going to lie.
Uh-huh.
And we're going off on a tangent for 15 seconds.
15 seconds.
Any woman that is with a man and that man cries, she sees it as a sign of weakness and a sign of an advantage. She has hand.
Not everything, according to the unscientific survey here on Facebook. Not everything on the unscientific research that we've done on Facebook says anything
Let
about.
me ask you something.
Anything about.
If you had a president that cried,
What are you yelling
would
at
you,
me for?
Would you?
Why are you yelling
would you
at
like
me
that
now?
president? Can you imagine having a
What's wrong with
president
this
that
guy?
cries?
You're yelling at me. Stop! I'm gonna cry.
No, he's not just crying.
But Marita says crying means you're sad, not weak. And you shouldn't look at crying. This is at least what they're saying on Facebook.
Oh, boy.
You shouldn't be looking at crying.
How many of you would like a leader that cries?
You shouldn't be looking at crying as a sign of weakness.
If a
It's
leader
sign of
goes on
sadness.
national television and cries, the people are going to be like, "What? I don't want you repping me. I don't want nobody who is a crybaby repping me."
Well, it depends what they're crying about.
I don't care.
Oh, we
Keep that to yourself. It's a sign of weakness, whether or not you believe, whether or not it was really something that, whatever, the public, the world don't need to know that because they're going to judge you. No matter what, maybe you're right, maybe you need to cry, but don't show it because the world will judge you.
Well, I think it's because that Chuck Schumer's in a leadership position, really, that makes it a little unsettling to say that my leader is crying.
Exactly.
Right.
I don't want my leader crying.
Right.
You should be the fearless dude.
By the way, I watched Saturday Night Live it was very funny when what's the guy's name?
I bet you Saturday Night Live is going to make fun of that too.
I forgot his name. The guy who I forget everything these days. The guy who whoever hosted it. He's like, boy, having Donald Trump in office really makes me think back to the wistful times of George Bush. How good it was we had it.
I'm quite sure that Bush was probably saying that.
So it actually made me laugh. But then I was thinking, you know what? Did George Bush cry in 9/11? No, he stood up and he said, we're going to get those guys. Right?
Yep.
What didn't turn out very well for him, but at least he didn't cry.
What worries me is the relationship between Donald and Putin.
That doesn't worry me as much as the erosion of. I think we should be friends with everybody. Why shouldn't we be? Why do we need to be enemies with anybody? So I'm all in favor of being friends with everybody. What I'm not in favor of is erosion of people's rights. I'm not in favor of religious tests. This country was built on freedom of religion. And certainly we want to be safe, and certainly we want to be vetted. We don't want people coming in who are going to do us harm. But just yesterday, we were just talking off the air that there's a lot easier ways to make it into the United States to commit a terrorist attack than wait 2 years on a list to be a.
Let's not advertise those ways.
Yes, to be a. If you want to do harm to America, you're going to wait 2 years to be vetted, or you're going to find a faster way to come to America. But and we talked about all the different ways that you could do it.
Right.
All right.
Let's
go to.
Can we go to social media? Yeah. All right. Can I go first?
Sure.
Question: what's the status on the H-2B and the J-1 visas holders entering in the United States?
Same as always.
I figured you'd get to that real quick. All right. I have a friend who has a daughter. She lives with her dad and stepmom, and the stepmom is abusing her physically, mentally, and emotionally. However, her mom has overstayed her time and is scared that if she calls social services, her child would be taken away. What's your advice?
How old is this child?
Doesn't say how old the child is, but
come see me, because there's lots of different ways to deal with that.
1-800-529-5465.
And we can help. And nobody should be in an abusive relationship, whether it's from a stepmom or from a parent or a biological parent or from a spouse or whatever the case may be.
No one should have to go through that. All right. Can HB2 work? This same question. Okay, that was answered already.
So let me answer.
If you have a green card, how long can you stay out of the
Let me
US?
answer all those questions. Mm-hmm. There's 7 countries you're not allowed in America right now. Also, Donald Trump said that they are going to enforce current laws, which are you commit a crime, you go to jail, you will be put in deportation. And he said he will fine sanctuary cities for if they don't hand people over. All of this has not gone into effect yet. That's why we're saying become a citizen. You don't have to worry about it. Or get your green card and get waivers. Or vacate your convictions. But H-2B visas, you're all good right now. Just don't commit crimes. J-1 visas, you're all good. Don't commit crimes. Unless, of course, you're from a J-1 or an H-2B from one of those 7 countries.
Okay. All right. back to, of course, the original SMG. Well, no, I don't want the other guy to
I don't
hear.
think I'm the original
The
one.
other guy might start crying. All right. Okay, go ahead.
Kim Edwards is asking, hi, good morning. I wanted to know for the people who've never been fingerprinted or processed in a court, never seen a judge, are they affected? Also, if they're fixing their papers, are they okay?
They are not affected at the moment if you've not been arrested. At the moment, nothing has changed in terms of processing paperwork. I would suggest that everybody process their paperwork and get something in and get something done. The future, we don't know. Trump doesn't know, but we will have to go day by day. But remember, there's a constitution, there's laws, there's freedoms, there's rights. Okay, it's not a dictatorship here. I don't care what anybody says.
It's not. 1-800-529-5465. The social media gal.
And by the
is
way,
answering-
I
is
saw
reading the question.
Suzette, China wants to go to war with America. I don't know if China wants to go to war with America. I think China just wants to sell all their products to America. And you can't really sell products if you're at war with America. So I don't think there will be a war, but there may be a trade war. There may be an economic war, but I don't think it's going to be, but hey, listen, you never know. But it's certainly not going to be, and I hope it never becomes a physical, real bullets flying over our heads war.
And guess where SMG is?
China.
There you go.
Yeah. All right, he's there making peace right now.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, so.
Oh.
All right, let's go. 1-800-529-5465. Back to SMG, the social media gal, Giselle. She's reading off the questions from the social media network. Okay.
Latoya Spence is asking, good morning. My mom filed for my brother, but he got married. Can the filing still go through? MVC says the case is approved.
Of course. Everybody's cases can still go through. Nobody should be running for the hills. And people should be doing stuff to become legal. We don't know what the future will be, but we do know that in the present moment, there are a lot of things we can do to help
And
people.
there are options.
And there are options, and we should be taking advantage of them.
The worst thing you can do is?
Nothing.
The worst thing you can do is?
Nothing.
Worst thing you can do is?
Giselle?
Nothing.
Correct.
So get up off your asphalts, your asses, and make the call and get in the system. Find out from Brad what can be done. Because if you don't, you will get nothing because you did nothing. So get up and do it. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with some people out there, but all I've got to say is this. We yell, we scream, we do everything. We joke around, we not joke around, we do every freaking thing. And then you all wait until some dude comes into the White House and start making executive orders. We don't know what he's going to do next week. We don't know what he's going to do the next month. He's going to screw us left, right, forward, and center. And you sit down and do absolutely nothing. And now everybody and their mother is asking all these questions on social media, on the radio. No, here's what you're all going to do today. 1-800-529-5465. I want for you all to demonstrate that you're going to call that number, set up an appointment with Brad, speak with Brad off air, maybe Skype, FaceTime, I don't care. Find out what your answers are. Stop waiting for someone to ask your question. Stop waiting for your uncle and your aunt to tell you what to do, or the lady in the corner down at Gun Hill Road. No, get up off your ass and do it yourself. Call 1-800-529-5465. And how are you going to do that? You're going to dial the number, let it ring. A client service rep will answer the phone, put you on hold, and then you can speak with Brad. 1-800-529-5465. We're even going to extend the calls and take some when we get off the radio at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
So get up, make the call. 1-800-529-5465. Another thing, if you have ever been arrested in this country, now the United States of Donald Trump, you better pick up the phone right now and make the call to 1-800-529-5465. I am as mad as hell, and I'm not taking it anymore. But you are taking it, so get up off your backside and make the call.
Are you going to cry about this?
No, I'm not going to cry. They're going to cry. When Donald put them in deportation, okay, because they're not paying attention to the Immigration Link, the most powerful, in my opinion, immigration radio show, probably the longest running. For 20 years, these two guys sit here answering questions over and over and over
We've
and
answered.
over and over and over.
By the way,
and some people do nothing.
we've answered lots of questions. We probably answered every immigration question known to mankind.
Get up off your backside, like I said. You know what a backside is?
Your backside.
1-800-529-5465. Have you been arrested? Call this number. 1-800-529-5465. Don't have a green card? Call 1-800-529-5465. Not a citizen? Call 1-800-529-5465. Ladies and gentlemen, make that call. 1-800-LawLink. I'm upset.
I know you are.
I'm very upset.
All right.
For years
All
I've
right.
been doing this.
So let's do this. Okay, we're going to be off the radio in about 10 minutes, but social media, we can go forever, right?
Yeah.
So we have 11 people on hold right now with immigration questions on the radio. We have umpteen people.
Smart people. No, the smart people are on hold.
I have no idea
The
how many.
smart people are on the phone lines.
We will continue. So the people who are on hold on the radio will continue the show on Facebook, on Periscope, on Twitter,
Why is it when I
on
yell, a lot of
YouTube.
people
We'll
just log
end
on?
the radio, but we'll just continue to help everybody and answer their questions, and we'll do the
We got
YouTube
12 calls right now.
I know. All right. So let's.
No, I'm serious. They need to stop. Pick up the phone and call.
We can't tell. Can I answer? Why?
Jesus.
Let me just
Letting
at least,
Donald Trump give it
Let
to
me
them.
just then answer a call. Can I answer a call?
No, but a lot of them don't even book their appointment.
I want to answer it. Ask the people.
No, hold on. You know what they do, Brad? You know what they do, Giselle? This is what they do. Let me call Brad up. Brad, how much is the consultation?
you wanna see a
Oh, I'll put it off. I'll
wanna
wait
see
for
a grown
amnesty.
man
I'll wait
cry?
for that. Now they're realizing it's getting worse.
Right now.
Jesus.
Ay, ay, ay.
Come on in and see the
I'm
man.
very sad because I can't take any calls. Please let me take a call.
I'll give you something to cry for, man.
Yeah. You punch me in the face, I'll be crying. Right? All right.
I'm just annoyed.
Sure.
Yeah, hi, how are you?
How are you?
Good. Okay.
Thanks for being smart, Shaw.
Okay,
All right.
so now you are asking everyone, you are Muslim, you are from countries. I'm from Pakistan,
Right.
and I'm a Muslim.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so
You have a concern.
No, I don't have concern.
Why?
But we are little scared now.
That's why I said you should have a concern.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
because
of
you're
course.
scared. Right.
Yep. So now I'm living with my family. We have a green card, and we are living in our own house, working over here in New York. So my question is, my citizenship is due in 2 months. So can I go for my
You should
citizenship?
not only go for it, you should do it immediately. You should do it proudly, and I assume you have nothing to hide from the government, and you should be an open book to them, and you should be proudly filing to become a citizen. You should be proudly becoming a citizen, and
Okay.
and what I would be telling you, Shaw, is that ultimately this will all be overcome. Okay,
We shall
there was
overcome.
right. Unfortunately, in the 1930s, what's sad is in the history repeats itself, unfortunately. People don't learn from history. In the 1930s, there were
People don't listen.
boatloads of Jews who were coming to America who were turned back to Europe because America wouldn't allow them in. They all got slaughtered in the Holocaust. We have now Muslims who are being slaughtered in war zones that are being turned back, not because there's no more boats anymore. It's now airports. Okay, it's like the equivalent of boats. You can look at the history that there was a witch hunt for communists. Okay, in the 1950s, the McCarthy hearings. So this is just all witch hunts. It doesn't fit reality because the reality is that the people who are being banned, as far as based on what I'm told, that people from those countries that are being banned have never committed a terrorist act in the United States of America. Now that doesn't mean, that people don't have legitimate concerns about certain people from certain countries, including Pakistan. There is a minority of people from all of these countries that may wish to do harm on America. No question about it. Okay? I assume you are not one of them, but there is a minority of people. Yes.
Yep.
But, that doesn't mean that, it goes the same thing. Just because you have black skin doesn't mean you should go to jail. And you're all criminals. Just because you're Hispanic doesn't mean you're a criminal. You should all go to jail. And just because you're a Muslim doesn't mean you're a terrorist.
Yep.
So I would gladly have you as an American, and I think you should gladly and proudly file.
Okay, because I'm here in last 5 years in USA, so I have no crime, no nothing.
Right.
Even I didn't go anywhere from last 5 years.
Right.
I didn't go outside of New York or USA, and my kids are with me. So my time completed
come see me. Come see me to do your citizenship. We'll help you. And by the way, I'll say this: our biggest concern, if we're very concerned about terrorism and keeping the homeland safe, I think we have a bigger concern about people being brainwashed over the internet to do something bad who are already living here than having a refugee wait 2 years to enter America. All right? I would be more concerned about that. Hold on one second.
1-800-529-5465. Once again, folks, it's just a pissed off me this morning because there's so many of you out there who do absolutely nothing. We've got 5 minutes left on 93.5 WVIP. However, we will continue on the social media network for at least 15, 20 minutes or so.
Let's try to get all this done.
But let's just get a few more calls in at 1-800-LawLink.
Paula.
Hi, good day.
Hi, how are you?
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. My question is, if you're married and you got the advance parole card, can you still travel out the country at this time?
You can travel on advance parole, again, as long as you're not from one of the 7 designated countries and as long as you have a pending adjustment and you don't have a criminal record.
No, no criminal record, but I have been arrested and then it's been thrown out.
All right. If you have any arrest record, I would be concerned based on the executive order that Donald Trump signed about traveling outside of the United States. All right. So I would come see
Hold the
me
line.
before
Hold
you do anything.
Hold
Hold on 1 second.
Now, let me ask you something, Brad. Giselle, I know it seems like I'm in a weird mood, but what part of, if you have a criminal record, that you should speak with the attorney?
You ever
Brad
been
Bernstein?
arrested in your entire lifetime?
What, yeah, have you, yeah, that's what I said earlier, too.
Okay.
What part of that people don't understand?
All right. Let's go to Kadeen.
You know what? 1-800-529-5465. I'm not lambasting anyone. I'm not castigating. I'm not berating.
You know what? Before we go to Kadeen,
not rebuking anyone.
So this is what we're going to do because we got about 3 minutes left on WVIP. Let's just run the disclaimer so it's done.
Okay.
And then we'll go to Kadeen. And everybody who's listening on WVIP can switch over to Facebook, law offices.
Or they can stay on the lines and you get to them.
Everyone who's online is going to stay on the line.
Okay.
Everybody on Facebook, we're going to get to you. We're just saying the people who are listening.
Or they can call.
Well, they can call, but the people who are listening on WVIP can switch over if they have their phones to law offices of Spar Bernstein on Facebook, David Squeeze Annakie on Facebook, Spar Bernstein on Periscope, law office of Spar Bernstein on YouTube.
Instagram at Link Up Squeeze.
Instagram at Link Up Squeeze.
Yep.
We're going to run the disclaimer now, but everybody who's watching on social media, we're continuing. Everybody who's on hold on the radio,
make sure you stay on and call us.
Answer your
that darn question answered.
And everybody who's listening on the radio, you can switch over to social media to watch us. But we got to run this for the radio.
There you go. The proceeding was informational only and not specific legal advice. Consult an attorney about your individual situation. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome in the future. To make an appointment with the Spar Bernstein Law Firm located at 225 Broadway in New York City, call 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Easily remembered, 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-LawLink. Once again, make a call to 1-800-529-5465. And, of course, link up with the law offices of Spar Bernstein located at 225 Broadway on the 5th floor. If I were you out there, make the call, make the link, make the connection, make it Spar and Bernstein. 1-800-LawLink. That's 1-800-529-5465. Let's get back into it.
So that was just done for the radio because we're getting off the radio.
Got
We're
disclaim.
going to continue on social media. We're going to go to Kadeen now. Kadeen.
Thank you for calling 1-800-529-5465. Kadeen, you are a smart woman.
Awesome. Well,
he's a man.
I'm sorry. My bad.
My question
My
was
apologies.
regarding the travel of advanced parole. I don't have a criminal record at all.
Uh-huh.
But in regards to like DACA recipients, if advanced parole, do you think that's a good decision right now?
I don't. I think it is a good decision if you do it. If you're doing it for the right purpose. So right now, the only right purpose, other than some major catastrophe/emergency that you're not going to live if you don't travel. The only reason to travel on DACA at this moment is if you came without inspection as a child and you need to make a legal entry in order to adjust your status. If you're going to do that, I would make the trip as quickly as possible. Literally in and out of the country in 12 hours, 18 hours. And the reason is right now DACA is in existence. We have not heard anything from Donald Trump that DACA is going to be taken away. Mm-hmm. Most people's belief is that DACA will continue, but I don't want to have a situation where it's Friday at 5 o'clock and all of a sudden some executive order comes down saying no more DACA, and guess what? You're out of the country. You're screwed.
Make moves and make them fast.
So if you want to travel, you travel fast, and the only reason you would be traveling is to make a legal entry so you can get a green card. Otherwise, or it's an emergency. Listen, I got to travel. There's no way around it. Then you got to do what you got to do and take your chances. But if you're traveling just for the sake of traveling, I wouldn't at this moment until we see how life evolves.
Okay. All right. So
hold on
1 second. How soon after you get your green card can you apply for your citizenship?
3 years based on marriage. 1 year if you're in the military. 5 years otherwise.
Oh, it's snowing outside. Wow.
Yes, it was snowing yesterday in Washington, D.C., so now it is snowing now here in New York City.
Yeah.
And that is your weather. Let's go back to Kim. Kim.
Yes, I'm here.
How are you?
I'm good. Good morning.
Good morning, Kim. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
You're a very smart woman. Thank you for calling because you want to get your answers. All right?
Yes.
All right. Go ahead.
I want to ask a quick question. I have a friend that has his green card for over 20 years through marriage, and but he's not legible with reading and stuff like that. Now he wants to get his citizenship.
How old is he?
He is 40.
Okay. He can't become a citizen if he can't read or write. He either has to learn to read or write, get a medical workup saying basically he has some sort of mental retardation that or some other medical condition that he can't read and write physically or mentally, or he has to wait till he's 55.
Okay, so how do you go about getting that medical?
Well, you got to go get a doctor to say there's something medically wrong with him. There's a difference between saying there's a medical condition that it is impossible for him to read and write. That's different than I just never went to school. I didn't really bother with school. My parents didn't care about school, and I never learned to read and write. And now I'm 40, and basically, I'm too old to learn new tricks. That's different. Then you're not going to become a citizen. You understand the difference?
Okay.
All right. Hold on if you need
Hold
help.
on 1 second, folks. That's the other thing, folks. If you're on hold, make sure you hold on to book an appointment with Brad Bernstein.
And obviously, we can, if you don't know where to go to get tested, we can, suggest some doctors, I would assume.
Absolutely. Okay. Once again, the law offices of Spar Bernstein. Of course, we have SMG standing by. That's a social media gal.
And we're going to get to all your questions on social media in about 5 minutes or so. Let's just go through some calls of people who've been holding on the radio. Sophia.
Yes. Make people on social media
my question is...
They will have to wait. We got people on radio, too. We got everywhere. Sophia, I'm only one person.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, my question is, my friend, she has a green card, and she's scared that it has a red flag on it, and she want to know what can she do.
Well, I understand what you mean by red flag. There is no such thing as red flag in the immigration laws. But if she's concerned about traveling or whatever the reason may be, that she has some sort of skeleton in her closet, she has some sort of red flag, white flag, yellow flag, whatever it may be, she should make an appointment to come see me, talk about it with me personally, and we're going to figure out a plan, hopefully, that we can
What happens somebody used her green card twice and they found out it's not her, so that's why she's saying as a red flag.
Well, because she has a red flag because possibly they're going to think she's helping to smuggle people in with her green card, that she's in on the scam. She needs to come see us. Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
1-800-529-5465. Once again, this, of course, Immigration Link is proudly sponsored by USACreditRepairInc.com. All right?
Yes, go get your credit repaired.
Okay, thank you so much for mentioning that. You never know what other executive orders going to get filed.
That's right.
You never know.
You never know.
All right? Donald could say bad credit for life.
Bad credit, or bad credit, go to jail. Who knows what?
You never know.
Crazy stuff.
Crazy stuff. I've seen worse. Yeah. All right, let's get back to another call.
Woodme.
What?
That's his name, Woodme.
I'm not saying that name. What's your name, brother?
Woodme.
Woodme. Why can't you say Woodme? Why does everything have to be sexual with you?
I didn't say
what's up?
I'm not saying that. My brother, you were smart, okay? Brad, what's his name?
Woodme.
Okay. All right. So you were very smart in actually calling. All right?
Okay, thank you.
All right.
What's going on?
Good morning. My question is, if I have a green card, how long can I stay out of the United States?
You have to be in the United States more than out of the United States. You have to be physically, permanently residing here. And that goes to what you texted me last night.
Yep.
They are now saying at the airport, at least we're getting reports. I don't know if it's true or not, but there's a lot of reports circulating around that people who are coming into the airport are being asked to voluntarily abandon their permanent residence. That is a form. I don't even know what the form is. Form 417. 407.
Some crap like
Okay.
that.
If you come into the airport and you are asked to abandon your permanent residence, my advice to you every single time is say, hell no, I will not voluntarily surrender my permanent residence. Send me to a judge. I have been permanently living in America, and then obviously go get a lawyer. All right, but the rules are generally 6 months, but, who knows what's going on these days. Don't stay out for more than 3 months. That's my advice now.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right, hold on
Thank
one
you.
second.
All right,
so let's
once
go.
again-
Why do we want to go? We have some people on hold still, so.
All right, if you're on hold, stay on hold. Do not hang up.
I don't know.
1-800-LawLink.
Do you think they hear us?
They're hearing us.
They
Of course.
hear us?
I already know. I tested that.
Okay, fine.
Everybody that's on hold can
All right.
hear you.
Okay,
It's a
fine.
very smart system, Brad.
Good.
This system is even
All right,
smart to
so
call
let-
1-800-LawLink.
So let's go to social media.
Social media. By the way, the folks on my Instagram at Link Up
It's
Squeeze, ask your questions.
I-507. Thank you, Marina.
I-507?
Yes, that is
Okay,
what it is.
so the folks on Instagram, you can ask your questions now at Link Up Squeeze. The folks on Facebook, David Squeeze Annakie, you may ask your questions. The folks on the law offices of Spar Bernstein on Facebook, ask your questions.
Periscope.
Folks on YouTube, now ask your questions. The folks on Periscope, we know what kind of people you are. You're very smart people.
We got some smart asses on Periscope, but if you have some decent things to say or a decent question to ask, we will answer it. If
Just
not,
don't tell anyone to go fuck themselves.
Yeah, I won't. But
All
if
right.
otherwise, you said it.
That's all I'm saying.
Otherwise, you said it.
It can't be that.
That's right.
We're not that kind of rude people.
Yes.
We're very
Right.
nice.
You would never tell somebody to do that.
I would never tell someone to go fuck themselves.
Never, ever.
Never. No.
You love when we're off the radio. All right, Giselle.
Is there any truth that Jamaicans with visas will not be granted entry into the U.S.?
That's
No.
the same thing I sent you last night.
No, but there is some sort of rumor about abandoning permanent residence. Don't sign it.
If it comes up,
Correct.
don't sign it.
Right.
Next question is going to be, so what if they want to arrest me?
How the hell does somebody use your green card? Oh, that was from the other one. Somebody can use a green card as literally you leave it on your counter and somebody swipes it. Maybe you lost it in the subway and now somebody's using it. There's lots of ways that somebody can use your green card. We are doing good. So what else? Do we have any other
I
other
have a
questions?
YouTube question.
A YouTube question.
Good morning. My husband is a resident in the U.S. He is here in Jamaica. I heard that if you are in Jamaica for 30 days or anywhere out of the U.S., you are banned for 30 days. Is this true?
Not true. But you shouldn't stay out for long periods of time. Let's go to Joy. Joy. Joy,
Yeah, hello.
how are you?
I'm fine.
What's up?
Nothing. I'm trying to ask what if I'm here but I don't have a green card, so
Joy,
wanted-
what you need to do is you need to come into our office to see how we can
Absolutely.
help you. Okay,
That's what you need to do.
I'm not gonna help you on the show because we
Okay.
got to find out a lot about you. But hold on one second. Okay?
Very important. But you did the smart thing by calling, and now that you're coming into the law offices of Brad Bernstein and seeing my dear, wonderful friend, Brad.
That's my office. I come there before and I'm gonna come there again.
Come again.
Come again.
I love you guys.
I love you too.
Thank you, Joy.
You are
Hold on one
smart.
When I could come, yeah.
Hold
You
on.
can
we're gonna
come
check.
right now. Hold on.
Hold on one second. All right. Lon.
All right.
All right.
At least
by
she's
the way,
coming.
by the way, there was a question by Nicole. Can you apply for your citizenship if your green card is expiring for 2 months? Absolutely, as long as it's a permanent card, not a conditional card. Let's go to Tony.
Hi, morning.
How are you?
Morning.
I'm all right. So I just married this Caribbean girl, and I want to file for her. How much you guys charge for
No, Tony,
filing.
I charge millions and millions and millions of
He
dollars.
doesn't mean that.
Okay, what we do is we give a flat fee. We give you a regular payment plan, and our fee is based on after we meet with you, estimating how many hours we're going to spend on your case. It's impossible for me to tell you how many hours we're going to spend on the case until we meet you and figure out exactly what needs to be done. So hold on 1 second.
Hold
okay?
on. 1-800-529-5465.
Right.
I want to say something. Ask Bernstein,
Yeah.
about people who are here in deportation proceedings. How does the new shenanigans that the president is going on with affects them? I know you have done this
You're
a million
already
times.
in deportation. So the shenanigans are the president wanted to put you in deportation. Guess what? You're already in it. They can't put you in deportation twice.
So you better make sure you seek help from
But
an
at the
attorney.
same time, there's still relief available. You still have rights.
That's the reason why you see
Right.
Brad Bernstein. Now another one.
So in other words, if you were in deportation under President Obama, or you were in deportation under Donald Trump,
Any kind of deportation.
okay, nothing has changed other than perhaps some of the discretion on the trial attorneys, who are like the district attorneys, will be taken away from them. So in the past, trial attorneys would say, you know what, you haven't committed any crimes, you're just here illegally, you have family here. You know what, we're going to use what's called prosecutorial discretion and not continue this deportation case. We think it's unfair to deport you. I think that's going to be taken away. Otherwise, you fight it out.
All right. The another one also. One of these guys says, "Squeeze, answer my DM." On the DM, he says, "Can he pretty much ask if he could buy a green card?"
No. All right. Unless
No, you can't buy a green
Well, you
card.
can if you invest $1 million in a business and hire 10 people. That's buying a green card. All right, but that's legal. All right. Peter.
Yeah, good morning, Squeeze.
Good morning, Squeeze. Squeeze doesn't hear you because he took his headphones off for some reason.
Okay.
But I heard you, and I'm now repeating it to Squeeze.
Okay, I have a question.
Yes.
I'm a green card holder. I've been in this country for 5 years. How long did it take for me to apply for my citizenship?
About 6 to 9 months.
6 to 9 months?
Yes.
Okay, if I want to travel to Jamaica, I'm a Jamaican.
Travel as long as you don't stay out for long periods of time.
Okay, but I had a problem before I came here, like 15 years ago.
Did the government know about it when you applied for your green card?
Yes, and I've done the waiver. I've gotten.
Then you're okay for your citizenship. Once you get a waiver, they can't take it away from you.
Okay, so what if I'm traveling, like if I want to go to Jamaica, would it pose a problem coming back? Because
I think what you should do is have a consultation with us and let us take a look and make sure you have a waiver. Let's take a look at what this criminal record is for, and then we'll take it from there. Hold on 1 second, all right? And by the way, I'm just reading. Marcia says, let me just go line 11. But Marcia says the problem with the green card is people are living in the country and working, and they're using the green card as a visitor's visa. Yes, if you're doing that, you got a problem.
Yeah, you got a
Because
problem.
you got to be permanently living in America. Let's go to Alexandra.
And a lot of people, sorry, not to interrupt you. A lot of people have been doing that, and
you can't do it.
People keep asking me this. I'm
You're
like,
going to have a problem. You're going to have a problem.
You can't come here and they gave me 6 months, so I stayed 6 months, and then on the day before the 6 month ends, you go back, and then you want to come back the next week.
Well, no, that's the visitor's visa.
Yeah,
We're
that's what I'm
talking
talking
about. Right. We're talking about a green card living in Jamaica. It's the opposite. They're living in Jamaica and just
then,
using it as a visitor's visa. Alexandra.
Hi, how are you doing?
How are
Thanks
you?
for taking my call. I'm doing fine, thank you.
What's going on?
My question is, I come by board, so my board likes to sponsor me, and I don't know if she can do that.
Who wants to sponsor you?
My boss.
It's possible. Depends on what visa you're here. It depends if you're 245I. Hold on 1 second, okay? Hold on.
1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-LAWLINK.
Sebastian.
Hello?
How are you? Quickly. We're running out of time here.
Sebastian, speak up.
Quickly.
Yeah. How you doing, sir?
Good. How are you?
We're doing.
All right. Thank you. I have a little situation here. I do go home 2 times a year. I spend like 6 weeks a month on each occasion. Now, in October, I got a ticket, and the officer said I was driving recklessly, and I dropped an Uber. And the passenger observed everything, and she decided that she will give me a letter when I'm going to court. So I went to court last week, Wednesday, and the